Let's talk about COVID. Help is on the way now for some Georgia hospitals that don't have enough staff to deal with the surge in COVID patients. Governor Kemp made that announcement this afternoon at a news conference. Fox 5's Deidre Dukes joins us now live from the state capitol. And Deidre, we understand that dozens of hospitals are about to get some reinforcements.
That's right, Russ, and they certainly needed to hear the governor speak. He said that the state's hospitals are simply overwhelmed by the sheer number of people that are showing up at the ER either to be tested or be treated for COVID. And he also said that after speaking to hospital officials, it's clear that the majority of people who are being treated at those hospitals for COVID are unvaccinated. And so he had some real news for those hospital staff who really need some help. Now, through October of this year, the state, coordinating through the Department of Community Health, has committed $500 million to provide 1,300 staff on an ongoing basis to 68 hospitals across the state. Now, the governor announcing today the state is expanding those efforts and will increase the total number of state-supported hospital staff from 1,300 to 2,800, providing much-needed assistance to overwhelmed hospital staff statewide. Now, at the same time, the governor is urging Georgians to get vaccinated, those who are not vaccinated, but he made it clear that the uptick in cases will not lead to another state shutdown.
I want to reiterate that Georgia will remain open for business. We will not shut down. We will not prevent families from earning a paycheck. Georgians know the risk of this virus, and they know we have the tools at our disposal to prevent serious illness, hospitalization, and death.
The governor did announce that all state offices will be closed on Friday, September 3rd. That will give those state employees who choose to do so, who are not vaccinated but would like to be vaccinated, he said it will give them the opportunity to get the vaccine if they choose to do so. He does reiterate that while he and his family are vaccinated, that it is a personal choice, and he is suggesting that those folks go talk to either their healthcare professional, their pastor, someone that they trust, and make an informed decision. But he is urging Georgians to get vaccinated. That's the latest here at the state capitol. Deidre Dukes, Fox 5 News.
Deidre, thanks.